Hi.
Okay, we'll get started, okay?
Okay.
Okay, today we will be continuing this chapter 16, array processing. So previous chapter, we are on ArrayList. Now we go into the ArrayList processing. So before we do that, first thing is like this APCSA, we down to the probably 5 more chapter. After today, there are 5 more chapter. Two-dimensional array, 2 chapter, and then algorithms and recursion. Okay, that's actually we'll finish up this APCSA. And the whole APCSA actually is simplified to right now it's only a 1 semester course. Even though a lot of high schools still teach them in 2 semesters, but it actually only is a 1 semester course in college. Okay. So that we will finish that. And then after that, we will get started for the APCS B. Okay, this one actually in the old day we do have a APCS AB course. So this one is some of the schools AP Computer Science AB course. So this one is on the AP Computer Science A plus data structure and the algorithm. Okay, so that's actually the curriculum that was used. But in 2009, this course was canceled, no more. Okay, but a lot of high schools still teaching it. So what we will do is we will use 12 weeks to work on the APCS AB part. So it's actually B course. So these will be covering something that APCSA will not test, but will be preparing you between APCSA and the user code runs. So this is actually, there is a gap. Okay, these two things not really well connected. It actually there is a gap. So this one is the one that actually used to fill the gap. Okay. So we will finish this one and then in maybe February, mid-February, we'll get started for the review of APCSA. So at that time, we'll start to do review course after this one. And then in between here, from November to February, there will be a December, mid-December, usually it's like 15th of December. There's one user code event, and then maybe 22nd of the January, there's another one. So December one event, and then January, and then February. Okay, usually 3 user code competition, and in March there is a national US Open. Okay, so we try to actually make sure that this whole thing can be finished before the end of the February one. Okay, is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we will actually continue to do APCSA review. It's still very important. Okay, you need to really make sure that you can answer those problems in order to help you to handle the college courses. But some students, if you are not really ready for a competition, you want to opt out from this B course, it's okay. You can come back in February. Okay, just let me know if you don't feel that you are ready for competition. Up to you, okay? Okay, that's actually the class. Now we go back to this ArrayList processing. So before we get started for this, let me actually emphasize one more time. You are learning coding. Okay, you are learning coding. And coding itself is a writing course. It's not a reading course, it's a writing course. So you need to write to learn to write. If you don't write, you cannot learn to write. Okay, must write. Second, when you learn a new language, okay, the first thing, there's one thing that you need to do first. Let me ask somebody. So Belinda, what's your foreign language you're studying right now?
My foreign language, like
Yeah.
for coding?
No, foreign language.
Oh, Spanish.
So how do you learn of Spanish?
Like you start from the basic words, like the subjects. What?
Okay, basic words. So you need to pick up basic words. How do you learn the conversation?
The structure of a sentence.
And then how do you actually really speak to a person?
You need to like practice listening and speaking.
How do you practice speaking?
Like you read out the words.
You read out the
Or-
word? Okay, let me ask another person. How about Jiang? What's your foreign language?
Spanish.
So how do you learn it?
You look at vocabs and then you just try to use sentences until you memorize them.
Until you memorize them.
Then you practice more, especially listening.
How do you practice?
Listen to real life situations like tutorials on YouTube and like videos related to Spanish.
How about Kirsten? Can you talk about your experience for learning foreign language?
I also did Spanish.
And then
So we started with like just memorizing the basic vocab, and then we did a lot of good conversations to practice with
how
classmates.
do you practice the conversation?
You actually like talk to your classmates and the teacher in Spanish.
Other than that, do you have other better way to learn it or not?
Another way to practice conversation.
Yeah.
You can also like
So there are situations that you don't have a real person that you can talk to. Say you don't meet a foreign people 24 hours. So if you don't have person who can talk to you, what can you do?
you can like use a
You can watch video.
yeah, you can listen,
You
take
can
a
listen to the tape or the cassette, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How about Daike? What's your experience for learning foreign language?
Wait, me?
Yeah.
I'm learning like Chinese right now, and I just like they just like make us read like a lot of like the literature.
You don't have other foreign language?
Nah.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I think Chinese is almost like your natural, your native language, so it doesn't count. Anyway, the reason why I'm asking this question is like your experience to learn foreign language is very similar to learning programming language. These two experiences very similar. So there are situations that you can talk to real person. So your teacher, your friends, or someone you meet on the street, you talk with them in English or Spanish or whatever foreign language you would like to learn. So that's okay. You actually ask them question and they answer, and then you listen and you answer. So that you can learn better, that's no problem, right? But in reality, you don't have these kind of people all the time. You don't have parents that can teach you. You don't have teacher that can teach you 24 hours. Okay. So there are situations that you are by yourself. You need to learn it, just like you learn programming language. Then there's one way you can learn it to accelerate your learning process is doing echo. Okay. Belinda, what is the echo?
Like repeating the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. So your teacher, especially some of the Asian English teacher will tell you, repeat after me, right? This is a book. And then you say, this is a book. That is a pen, that's a pen. I'm going to school, I'm going to school. Something like that, you echo in the language of your teacher or someone, or you watch a video and you actually try to learn the language, right? And you actually, so for example, when I was young, I actually tried to learn English through tab. At that time, in my country, I don't have foreign people that I can talk to. I don't have anything that I can rely on. So I actually just bought a few of the English tape, and then I try to echo them. So the conversation will be something like this, okay? So there is a situation like in the morning, you actually you met a Mr. Brown. So good morning, Mr. Brown. How are you? I'm fine. And you? I'm fine. Thank you. So something like that, you actually repeat after every sentence that the tape talk about. So this is called echoing. So through echoing, you pick up the sentence structure. You also pick up the accent. You also pick up the idea of what they are. And you also need to think or reasoning in your own language, in the language you are actually learning. You need to think in that language. You need to echo. So in programming language, I told you a million times, you need to rewrite the class example that I gave you every week. I bet that maybe there's no one in this class really doing that. I'm pretty sure probably none of you do it. That's the problem. You don't echo. You don't repeat after me. That's the problem. So very openly, you just, oh, this is a substring, whatever, and then this is what? Okay, this is actually counting the windows. And in fact, you did not pick up. Right now, we do coding best. Still, a few people still, is here a +1 or no? Here +2 or no? Okay, here is -1. Okay, this is midpoint. What is the midpoint? I don't know. I don't know about what is midpoint. Because you never follow the instruction to rewrite the classes. Example, you never rewrite. You never echo. That's the key problem you have. Some of you right now is really behind. That's the key problem. That's why I'm spending another 5 minutes to talk about it. This is probably the last time we'll talk about it. Anybody who cannot pick up, then I just be a teacher. I don't have that much time to repeat so many million times for you, okay? So that's the last time I may be talking about this anymore. Rewrite the sentence. So when you do the coding by the same thing, this one we actually discuss and then actually give you the example. I don't need you to remember every single sentence or every single statement. No need to be exactly the same, but you need to rewrite it so many ways that you can really rewrite it without any help or without referring to the code that we have. That is very important practice, just like the echoing. At the beginning, you don't know about the language. You have nothing that you know. Then through echoing, you pick up the accent, you pick up the words. Right? Is that okay?
Yeah.
That's the way you do coding. I'm teaching you the right way to learn coding. You need to have this habit all the way before you actually find an intern. You need it. Keep practicing so million times, so many times. That's not just one class. That's actually, you need to keep doing that. For the whole career of computer science, you are rewriting a lot of examples. Okay? So we give you the linear search. How many of you really rewrite the linear search algorithm? We give you the binary search. Have you really memorized the binary search by rewriting it? You know better than me, right? You didn't. Most of you, I think, never. We give you the example for doing some of the copying. You never write it, right? You actually finish those courses and you never write it. That's why you accumulate so many bad habits and still not changing yourself. Okay? You have to change it. If you want to learn the language just like a native speaker, you have to echo the language of a native speaker or someone who actually is good in that language. Okay? If you learn Chinese from a Japanese, you are in big trouble. Okay? You won't learn those things from a wrong person. So you need to pick up these quickly. Okay, otherwise you cannot do competitive programming. That's really for sure. Okay, that's the only thing that I want to say before the class. Now let's go back to this ArrayList. So last week we start a basic ArrayList discussion, and then we talk about using ArrayList for cuts for the extra spaces detections. Okay, today we are going to talk about more of the ArrayList applications and special ArrayList. Okay, so these are what we want to, it actually will be more than what listing down right here, okay? So we will go one by one. The first thing I would like to talk about is some of the problems. Okay. Some of the no-nos. Something that you don't do. Okay. First thing is deletion. Okay, this class let me create as array list issues. So before we go into the other use, let's actually talk about some issues. First one, let's create an array list. Okay, we will load some data to there, so we make it easier. Okay, so this one is a array list with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now, first question. Here, no semicolon. Okay. First issue. For each loop, Okay. So from the array list, I actually pick up a variable x and I change it to 3. And then I print it after the change. Okay, now question. So for Jiang, let me ask you, what happened to this array list?
All the numbers became 3,
Oh, the number becomes 3?
I think.
That's wrong. How about Belinda, what happened to this array list? We can run to verify, but that's wrong. So Belinda, what will happen to this array list?
I'm not sure.
But well, you have to answer me what will happen. So when we print it, what will happen? What will be printed?
The list?
Hmm?
An answer, I think.
Yeah.
I think it will cause an error because I think there's a array inside a array.
There's an array inside an array. There's an array inside no, there's no array inside the array. You load this one to the array list. This one we talked about it last time. This will be the array list contents. How about this? What happened?
It's gonna print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes, the answer is nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. And what happened? This x equals 3.
Because X is like it's not referencing the original object. So we're just
Yes, this
changing the
one
object.
is a local variable. Local variable means that you actually get a number, so you actually x assign with 1 for the first iteration. So this variable has nothing to do with the array list. So this local variable update to 3, it just keep updating the same variable to 3. And then the content of the array list never be changed. So nothing will happen, nothing wrong, nothing will happen. And nothing will happen. It's just being the same. Nothing will happen. This one is modifying the local variable. Okay, this is what I want to cover. Okay, sometimes it's tricky. We don't actually. We may not give you the wrong problem. Okay, we may not have you have something that really is wrong. Just you need to understand why. Okay. So this one actually is a local variable. It's just like you do for integer I equals 0. So this I has nothing to do with AI, nothing to do with it. It actually is only an index to the array. No matter what I change, it's not going to change your array. No, but your AI change, the data will be changed, but I will not change anything. Same thing here, this one is a local variable. Local variable means that it's only available in the loop. Outside the loop, you don't see. So one thing you must be clear that this one, you just get the data and change it, okay? So that's the first thing you need to know, okay? Now, let me put a few things over there. I want to remove the even numbers. So I go through the loop, and then I find out if it's an even number, I remove it. Syntax-wise, no problem, but you can run it. And you got the exception. Why? Why this one doesn't work?
Because X is the element, it's not an index, so you might go out of bound.
No.
Wait, no.
No. Usage is a new is an integer object. It is an object. It's a reference to the ArrayList element.
Yeah, but doesn't remove need an index? Like,
No,
not the
no. You can remove index. You can also remove element.
Oh.
So that's not a problem. Anybody know? Anybody know? Jiang, do you know?
Doesn't remove work with the index?
No, that's actually Houston already talk about it. It's not index.
Oh,
This
is
one
it
is not index. It's an object. It's a reference. It's not even index.
is it because you're removing it while you're inside a loop? So, because it's looping
Here,
over.
this one is a reference. So this is a remove statement, no problem. The problem is you cannot remove in the for each loop. When you remove some element in the for each loop, say that you have a for each loop, you try to remove something, then this iterator structure being broken, then you don't go to the next one. So they do not allow you to do removal in the array list in the for each loop. So what you will get is called concurrent multiplication exception. Means that you cannot do changing at the time you are running the program. So just be sure for each loop, no remove. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so for each loop, no remove. That's very simple, just no remove for each loop. Okay, anyway, this one is wrong. So I just want to tell you what's going on wrong, okay? It's okay, you don't understand, don't know it, it's actually okay. We just want to discuss. So here let me say no removal in the for each loop. Now another one. So how about this? How about here? Let's do this for integer I equal 0, I less than a list data size. I increase, and then I'm sorry, this was a list that get I the modular by 2 equals 0. Okay, and then how about this here? Let's do a list that remove I. So here is remove index. Yeah, this one is not remove element. Right here, The previous one is remove the element because it's actually is an integer type. This one is an element. Right here is removing index. Okay, either way, there's no index out of bound problem, but here you do have to remove index. But it's still wrong, but why it is wrong? So now this one, why it is wrong? Why this one is not welcome, it's wrong.
Because you're removing it, but then you're gonna skip over one of the elements.
Which one will be skipped?
The next one.
Which one?
The one after the one you removed.
No, not necessary. So you happen, okay, that's AJC. So right now we are going to remove this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. But you will turn out you will remove this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, I'll show you. So this one here is more tricky. The 6 still be kept. This one still be kept. Why?
Because when you remove it, you shift all the elements back. So then you
Yeah, but
increase.
how about why this one don't?
Because you didn't remove anything before that.
Okay, let's actually look into it. So right here you have an index of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's assume that you actually deleted this one. That's actually is number 5, index 5. Index 5, you remove this is 6. So your I increase, I become 6. I become 6, you are supposed to look at this one. But because you remove the 5, so this one new index is 6, 7, 8. So when you say I increase to 6, it actually only look at this one. This one got bypassed. So this one is unchecked. This one's unchecked. So your statement is partly true, is that if you have 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 2, 3, 2, 2. What happened, the wrong thing is this one will be wrong. 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 These are supposed to be deleted, but they won't. This one will be deleted, and this one be bypassed. This one be deleted and be bypassed. This one be deleted and be bypassed. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So that will be what will happen. So what you will see is this kind of the removal. You want to remove the even number, but it doesn't work. Now, question is, but sometimes I do need to remove the even numbers. What can I do?
You can loop through the thing backwards.
Yeah. Good. Okay, so now we want to remove the even numbers. There are two ways that you can handle this situation. Number one is backward traversal. So you do for integer I equals a list the size -1, and then I greater equals 0, I decrease. Okay. In order to back up, because I'm going to do removal. So before I actually remove my data, I want to back up this A list. So what I can do is I back up. So I say array list of integer B list equals new array list of integer A list. So this one's backup. Backup means that A can be changed now and B is okay. B we will have another B later, we can still use it, okay? So now let's actually do remove even of your A list. And then let's do system.out.query. Okay. So now actually all the even number are removed. So you do backward traversal, that actually fine. But sometimes we don't like to do backward traversal. What can I do? If I still want to go from the first one to the last one, I don't want to go backward. Is there a way that I can handle it?
I'm pretty sure you can use iterators, but I don't know how to do it.
Okay, so this one let's actually copy. So one way is you do backward traversal, but backward traversal sometimes is not what you want. So let's still do forward traversal. Forward traversal means you still have A listed that I less than A listed size. Then the key point is do not put the I plus plus here. So just keep it open. Nothing else will still work. So when you do removal, you do remove. When you do remove, what will happen is, let's actually review it one more time. You have the 6, 6, 1, 2. So you have 0, 1, 2. So if you check this is 6 and you remove it, this new index will become 0 and 1. So if you I increase to 1, you will check this one, you will not check this one. So in this case, you remove and do not no increment of your counter. But if you don't remove, so let's assume that this one is 6, 5, 1, 2. You remove, and the next one is I'm sorry. If this one is 5, you don't remove, then you will increase the counter. So increase the counter only on the no removal. So basically, here don't put the advancement of the counter. Here, don't put the advancement of the counter. You put the advancement of the counter only when there is no removal. So That's it. This one should still work. Okay, I change it to B. That means that B originally should be same as A. Now I remove it one more time using the remove tool. Remove even tool. So you have two ways to handle the removal problem. One is to backward traversal. The other one is advancing the counter only when no remove. Backward traversal, going backward, delete one by one, going backward, or you delete no in advancement on the counter, only advancing when there is no remove. Either way, keep here open. Okay? Or you put the plus here, you do put another I minus minus. That's actually adding more trouble. Okay, sometimes you would go into trouble. Okay. This one I would say very, very important because every year several problems will be coming out of these problems, this removal problem. Any question?
No.
No.
Okay, now there's holding back problems. We do have I want to move all the even number in front. But no reverse of the order. What can I do? This is called condensed. Why that is condensed? Sometimes that you may have A space, B space, space, C space, D space. So you want to move A, B, C in front, and then space, space, space. So you actually move your base behind or put the space in front, do A, B, C, D later. So this we call it condense. Is that okay? So let's assume that we actually have this now same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We want to put the even number in front. You can input array or array list either way. Let's put in array list. Okay, so this one you actually load your array A into the new array list and then condense it. So this one this part just loading it into array list, and then that array list will be condensed. So you move all the even number to the front. Okay, so this one I think is a coding by properties. So how to solve it? This one, Kirsten, how to solve it?
You can check if a number is even and then add it to another list, and then at the end you combine both of them.
Yeah. So you can do, if you use array, then you need to count how many even, how many odd, and then put the even number in there one by one, and then put the odd there one by one. But you do array list, there is a different way you can do. Okay, so let's do array list. Let's do even. Okay, even. I'm sorry. Let's do odd. Okay, so I create a array list that's odd. Okay, and then I do go everyone. So it's a forward removal, so I don't advance my counter. Okay, so if A is the target I take modular by 2 equals 1, that's odd. Okay, so odd one I'm going to remove. So your odd will be adding what? A is that remove I. You remove the odd numbers. So this part is the same as the one that we talk about forward traversal. We don't do backward because backward removal that actually is not going to be okay. So you do forward traversal, so because when you do backward traversal, your adding will not be in the right order you want to have. So you do forward traversal. Forward traversal, when there is an odd, you remove it, put it into the odd. So right now, what happens is that R will be removed, will be removed, will be removed. So eventually your A list will only have 2, 4, 6 left. And then your other will be 1, 4, 5. Then you want to combine these two together. So when you combine these two together, it will be it is even that oh no, not even. This is for A actually is A list. So this actually is a condense different from, so it's actually quicker than what, shorter than what you would do using the array. It is shorter than you are using array in terms of code, like number of line code. Is that okay? So far,
Yeah.
okay? Any questions so far?
No.
No.
This one is called condense. So far we teach you how to condense code, how to select element from the array list, right? So there I think it's okay. Just do checking if it's even number, you select them out. Okay, here we select them out as odd, and then add to the tail of another one. That's called condense. And we also teach you cut and spaces. Okay. Now next one. Let's do next one. This one more interesting. How do I keep the non-repeating elements? Non-occurring list. So let's assume we have 1, 2, 1, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1. Then eventually I only want to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Anything duplicate will be deleted. This is called non-occurring recurring list. Okay. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So this one, how to solve it? How to make your list not no repeating itself? John, how to do it? Yeah, John, how to do it? Do you know?
Non-recurring list.
Mm-hmm.
I usually just use convert it to set and then reconvert it to array list.
Yes, the shortest way to do it is combine, change it into set. Well, set is is actually is abstract class. So let's use a hash set. I think set is okay. This side need to be hash set. Here actually is okay. So this one you can remove the duplicated element. Okay, but that's actually AB codes. That's not here. Okay, so this one actually doesn't count. I just show you this can solve the problem. Okay, so this one doesn't count. Now, let's actually create something that would be non-recurring. Now, so if you actually cannot use a set, so right here, let's create a array list. So at the end, you will return this one. Okay. At the end, you will return this one. Now you want to go into checking there. So if you see this number and it is not in here, then you add it into the list. So here, this second one, you see two no, not in the non-recurring set, so you put it there. This one you have a one. One is already there, so you don't add it. So anyone that repeat, you don't add it to it. Okay, so that's something like that. So you do this, you do for integer. Let's use for each group. This one for each group, okay. That's it. If you cannot find it, you add it into there. Something wrong. Okay, let me put now these two things check, okay? Something is wrong there. So A print out. ArrayList print out should be okay. And then this ArrayList is wrong. This ArrayList oh, it's not ArrayList. You should use non-recurring. Not ArrayList. So the non-recurring part is don't have it in AD because AD already had it, so this is wrong. That's where the error is. Okay, so that actually it did those recurring parts. Okay. Okay, so that is okay now. Okay, so you can use a set or you actually you can use a set or you actually do this, okay? Any questions so far?
No.
No.
Now, if I want to do this one I'm removing the one, remove this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, if I also want to count how many one are there, so one should be 1, 2, 3. 2 to be 4. 3 to be 3. 4 is 2. 5 is 1. So this is how many times it has. Let's call it frequency. If I also want to count how many times it happens, how can I do it? So I'm not only want to count find out who is non-repeating. I also want to count how many times they are. So Tiang, how can I do it?
Use size.
Use the size.
Wait, you said that you want to count how many there are in the.
How many 1, how many 2, how many 3, but I also want to
Oh,
see.
use a hash map.
Hmm?
Use a hash map.
Yeah, if I don't use a hash map, how can I do it?
Maybe create 2 arrays or.
Okay, anyway, this one you cannot return 2 array list. You cannot create 2 array lists. So let's create one thing. Let's say you do array list data. So make it a global variable because you cannot return 2 array lists at the same time. So you make 2 array lists, but every time you use it, you don't want them to be non-empty. So you do data that clear frequency clear. So every time when you use it, you clean up the previous data you had, previous collection that you had. Okay, now you do for it. Let's do it one more time. So here let's do. You go through every data. You calculate for an index. Okay, here not using the AD, using the data. So data originally empty, so you check it. If the data, if the AD get I is in the data or not, okay. So if data less than 0, I'm sorry, index less than 0, so you don't find it. If you don't find it, then you do the following thing, data that at this ARraylist that get I. You don't find it. Okay, and you also do frequency that at 0. So this data, you never find it, and then you actually add a frequency to 0. So that's assume that you see the first one come in, you put a 0 there. So not happening before. Now after that, actually, no matter it happened before or not, you will do the following. You will do data that set the frequency, set the index. No, this is not data. You should set the frequency. Okay, so this is data. This is the frequency. So first time you come in, 1 is not there, so you put a 0 in the frequency, right? And then later come to here, you will update this one to 1. So if you have the 2, you will go to be 1. So the next time you come on in with another one, this one is already been there, so you won't run this part. And then your index is 1, so you actually set the 1 to be 1 plus 1, so it becomes 2. So by doing this, you can update the frequency of that data, of that number. Also, you will keep the data to be the non-recurring set. Okay, so what's wrong this? No, it's not this one. It actually should be running this one. Get non-recurring this and frequency. You can also use map, okay, but again, map is not what APCSA would teach. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 is 1, 2, 3. 2 is 1, 2, 5 is 1. Okay. Any question?
No.
So here, okay, here if I don't clear it, if I can't clear it, next time I call the function again, the number and frequency will continue to increase, so that doesn't work. So here, let's see, let me run it one more time for you. So let me run it one more time for you. So right here, that's actually copy one more time. I just want to show you the effect, okay? So here, let's do system that out of the line. So right now it will clean and redo. This one right here, it will clear and redo. So this is when you have multiple lists, you want to reset, you have to clear it, then you will reset. Now let's actually bypass the reset, bypass the clear. So if I don't bypass the clear, what will happen is the second time, you will keep counting the numbers and it will be wrong. You see, second time you keep counting. Because it's a global variable, you keep adding the number into the frequency. That actually is wrong. Data is okay. Data is non-recurring, so data is the same. It's okay?
Yeah.
So these two are must. These two are must. You cannot do without it. You can do map, it will be similar. Okay, it was similar to this. But here we are discussing the use of ArrayList. So we want you to pick up this. Okay, we want you to pick up this. Any questions so far?
No.
No.
So this one in the past, I would demonstrate when you have a whole Bible. And then I read it in to see how many A, how many THE, how many words. Each line you tokenize to a line. And then tokenize each word and see those words, put the word in data. How many times the word happened in the frequency. Then you can count the number of words in the file. Is that okay? Hello, hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here I don't demonstrate it, okay? I will save it later when we use map, okay? I'll save it for later when we use map. So right here, I just teach you how to use the data and frequency. So who will use this? Who will use this? So if you do this, in the past, I will spend one day to talk about this example. Today, I will not talk about it as well. Okay. Last year, I will teach you the poker, how to write poker program, okay? But right here, we kind of maybe save it later when we are in the B course, but not right now. So now my question is, here, how many of you played poker before?
I haven't played before.
Hey, anybody know about the rule for poker? No one? So let's see. How can you know this is a full house? Or how do you know it's a four of a kind? you have a hand of 5 cards. If it is 4 of a kind, it means that a certain some of them is actually 4 of these, 1 of these. And this 4 house is 3 of these, 2 of these. 2 pairs, 2 of these, 2 of these, and 1 of these. Is that okay? Hello?
Yeah.
So how can you detect these different 4 houses, 4 of a kind? This kind of things. 3 of a kind as well. These are using frequency. You have to the 311 pattern in the frequency. This one is the 221 pattern in the frequency. This one is the 32 pattern. This one is the 41 pattern in the frequency. Okay? Is that okay? And
Yeah.
if you want to detect the flush is you need to same clock. That's easy. Okay, this one is just like a for loop. You will detect it. If you want to do straight flush, the number need to be continued, and then you need to be same suited. So basically, whatever we teach you so far is able to detect the poker hands ranking. Okay, but we don't have time to cover it. Just let you know the application. Why we are doing this frequency and non-recurring list today, the one that we are talking about, it can be used for the poker ranking counting. When you write a poker game, you will need that. Is that okay? Hello?
Yes.
It's a little bit like a histogram, okay? This whole thing is a little bit like histogram. Very, very useful. Histogram is using A to Z, but this one you will have random string or random numbers. Okay, so it's more powerful than histogram. So must pick up this. Okay, it's very useful when you do competitive programming. Sometimes you use map, but some map also has its own problem. So you need to remember that. And here we teach you to clear it. There are some reasons because sometimes you need to redo the same thing again and again several times. I don't want you to be in trouble. So remember this. Okay. Next one, let's use the ArrayList for sorting. Okay, let's just do sorting using ArrayList. So last time we already teach you sorting using what? Using the binary search, finding the insertion location, and then insert into array, right? Last time when we talk about array insertion. So this time let's do sorting. When you have data, you want to do sorting, but I'm not going to teach you the sorting algorithm yet. I'm just teaching you how to use ArrayList to do sorting. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good. I'm going to input the array and output ArrayList. So the array list will be sorted, okay? I can still use the array list as input, but here I don't want to do it, okay? Okay, now we want to sort this one. So what we would do is first number we put in, no problem. Second one, we put it, let's assume that we are doing ascending. So you see stop until some number is bigger than you stop right there. Insert over there. Okay. And then this one come in, you will actually insert right here. 2 come in, you will insert right here. Okay, let's do it. So we will create a data. And eventually you're going to return it. So whatever we teach you today, remember after class, you need to rewrite it. Rewrite so many times that you can remember it, okay? Otherwise, you are not picking it up yet. So right now you have the empty list called sorted. Okay, so here you are going to do for each integer x in A, okay, you are going to get a number from A. You are going to put number into the sorted. So you will do this, you do while. Okay, let's do this. Let's do integer I equals 0. Okay, while I less than A the size and this x, I mean, is greater equal to it I, okay, and I increase. So this one is actually, let's see, you do have, first one you have A. Oh, this one is, no, let's don't do integer, this one actually. No, it's okay. Since I say it's array, let's do array. Array or arrays or array, it doesn't matter that much. Okay, let's actually do this. Okay, this one you do. Let's see. Let's assume that you do right now. You have 7, 8 these, right? And this one you have a 1 coming in. 1 coming in here. While x greater than this, so 1 will not increase. You automatically be put over here. Right, so you have 1 this. Next one, you have 2 coming in. You have 2 coming in. Initially I equals 0, so it's compared with this one. So 2 greater than this, so your I will increase. So I increase, you increase to this one. And then you compare with 7. 7 is bigger than x. So you stop, then you will insert. You will insert it there, okay? So your I get started, and then you will do. Let's see. No, I'm sorry. This is not A. No. I'm sorry. This is not A. It should be solid. No. I'm sorry. You should compare to the solid. Okay? Not an A. A is the original data. So you start at the location that you solid location that you will insert it. Then at that location. So this one is size then. So at that location, you solid it at the I with your X. Then you insert it in. This one will sort your data. Okay? Any question?
No.
Let's see. So this one is using ArrayList for sorting. Very, very easy, but the problem with this one. Kirsten, what's the problem with this one?
With which one?
This algorithm, what's the drawback for this one? This one you have one for loop, two for loop. So it for sure is an n-square algorithm. So not very efficient. Usually we shoot for n log n algorithm. Okay?
Okay.
So it is a quick and dirty answer. Okay, this one is a quick and dirty answer. If you don't remember any sorting, this one will do sorting for you pretty quick. Just 2 for loop. That's it. It's a quick and dirty sorting algorithm. Okay, now, so this one you sort out data. So what if you go into a competition? So let's assume that you go into the weightlifting competition. So a guy actually lift up 100 pounds, another one 120 pounds, another one actually 130 pounds, another one weighs 145 pounds. Next one he actually lift 105 pounds. So now how can I keep the top 3 for the medalist? If I have 10 competitors, I don't want to do sorting. I want to keep the gold, silver, and bronze. You can do sorting, but it's actually the full sorting algorithm. It's actually n-square algorithm, or you n log n algorithm. But if I just want to get the top 3, what should I do? Finding maximum is one maximum, but here I want to keep the gold, silver, and bronze. That's also that's actually integer array. Okay, top three. So return this top three. The top three score. How can I do it? No array list. No sorting. You can do array list adding to the right location as we did, and limit the size of the array list by 3, but that's not really efficient. You need to keep updating the list size. So another way, any other way that you can do it or no? Anyone know? So Belinda, how to do it? Do you know? Can you try? You have a list of the numbers, you want to keep the top 3.
Would you put the first 3 numbers of the original and then put it into the metals array and then just keep checking,
Yeah,
keep comparing and
keep
then
comparing
and then updating the numbers if
yeah, that's one way. So let's do this. I use a gold, silver, bronze just because I want to tell you what happened, okay? You can use just directly use the array 1, 2, 3. That's actually okay. So eventually, you don't need this. Okay, this array you don't need this. Eventually, you can just do new integer array, and then use your gold, silver, and bronze. Okay. Now you actually want to go through everyone, so go to everyone. Okay, the first case is if your ASI is greater than gold. That means you pick gold and pick silver and pick bronze. So your bronze will be equal to silver. Your silver will be equal to gold. Your gold will be equal to AI. Okay, first one, you pick the gold. Otherwise, you don't pick gold. Otherwise, you don't pick gold, you pick the silver. Then your bronze should be your silver. Your silver will be equals ASI. That's it. Okay. This is one way you can do it. You can also use you can use sorting, but sorting is too costly. This one is only an order of n algorithm. You go through the whole A once. You don't need to. This one you do sorting is actually order of n squared algorithm. You have two levels of the volume. Okay, so that actually take more time. So here we give you the idea of sorted list. Okay, sorted list. Is that okay so far?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
This one actually is finding more like finding the maximum. Okay, but it's just not just one maximum. This is three maximum, top three. It is not sorted. Sorted, you need to rank everybody, and rank everybody is more costly. So in between finding the maximum and sorting, we do have this methodist problem. And sometimes it's very useful. You have to consider which part is more suitable for the problem, finding the right one to use. Okay, keep the top three, keep the top three of the at least. Okay, this one is top three. Let me bring up our slides. Let me see what else we want to cover but haven't covered yet. Oh, there's a prime number list we haven't covered yet. Bible list, everything I think we covered it. Interval list, different list, okay, different list, interval list. Different list, I think in this one in the coding back, you will see the height problem. You actually change and then get in the distance. That's actually easy, so we don't talk about it, okay? Now this one, let's talk about, let's see. Spatial list. Let's talk about prime list, prime number. So last time we talk about prime number, we compare to for 0 to n minus 1, or I mean from 2 to n minus 1, from 2 to half n, from 2 to square root of n, to find all the prime number in this different number to see if the number is a prime number or not. Today we are going to use another one. We use a prime list to find if a number is a prime number or not. So let's call it prime number 4. Okay, this one, the idea is your prime number, well, a number is a prime number if none of the prime number before it can divide it. So that's when you have 2, 5, 2, 3, 5, and then now we are checking 7. So if all of the prime number cannot divide 7, then we say 7 is a prime number. Is that okay? Is
Yeah.
that okay? Because you cannot factorize it. Any of the prime number before it, you cannot, you will call it a prime number, okay? If not, it's not a prime number. So here we will again work on the top 300 prime numbers. So let's do it. So counter equals 0, okay? So while counter less than 300. So we will actually every time count if there are 300 numbers, okay? So E is prime of your number x. So here you will start with integer x equals 2. Okay. And then you check if 2 is a prime number or not. If it is a prime number, we'll do something. Every time x will increase, we check the next number. Okay, so if it actually is a prime number, your counter will increase. Okay, at the same time, your prime list will add x into there. That's it. Okay, that's it. It's the main program is like that. So now you are going to calculate the each prime function. Okay, we'll check if n is here. So right here, let's still do prime list that at let's see. Clear it. Okay, before anything, we still clear it. So we start with 2. So 2 will be the first one we check. It will be added to there anyway. Now we get started. So if n equals 3, we can choose, okay? Or integer I equals 0, I less than, and each size, our increase. We n take point that with I for 0 and false. Otherwise, we can choose. Check every prime number before it. If the prime number before it, any one of them can divide it, then this number is not a prime number. Otherwise, it is a prime number. Okay, and then we actually count the number to be 300. Okay, keep counting. C is for counter. When there's a prime number, we'll increase the prime number. Okay, and then you will increase the x. Okay, after that, your need to be stated. Okay, after that, your prime list is have the all or the number for the counter. Okay, so for it, so let's do this. So print out the prime numbers. Okay. I can multiply by 20 equals 19. Okay. Then system that out that at percentage 5D change line of the prime that get I, okay, else system that out that F F percentage 5D So every 20 number we change a line. Every 20 number we change a line. Each number we print out as 5-digit number. We will totally print top 300 prime numbers. So these are the top 300 prime numbers. It's a little bit too long. Let's actually change it. Let's actually change it to 9. So every 10 number we bend it down. Okay, so these are the top 300 prime numbers. The algorithm behind it is if you check all of the prime number before you, and it cannot be dividing you, then you are a prime number. If any one of them can divide you, then you are not a prime number. So in this case, you are using ArrayList. ArrayList can be used for you. Okay, any questions so far?
No.
Okay, if no question, that's it for today. Okay, next week go into 2-dimensional array. Okay, good night then, bye. But make sure you actually after class review the class, rewrite the program by yourself. If you don't rewrite, you basically not learning. Okay, you basically not learning because everything that we teach you, you just listen, you will forget pretty soon. Okay, good night then, bye.
Thank you.
Bye.